Hello there, my name is Wookie and and welcome back for another round of West of Loathing. So in the last one, we scampered around Dirtwater a little bit and started doing things, you know? We started looking around for things and got into a lot of fights and died a lot. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, I just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I didn't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult in this day and age. I'm going to need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure, I'll try and help him. Sure, thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get some broken leg pills? Just broken leg pills. Out of the way! Hello, friend. Cactus Bill. Didn't expect you to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leaving Boring Springs. I figured I'd hitch a ride out west and see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle, so much bustle. Ugh. There sure is a lot of both of those here. Hey, nice spot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. Sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out here, or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. Oh, no luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody someday. I'll keep an eye out. Heck, I sure would appreciate it. Take my leave. I didn't realize that was actually just Cactus Pill, and he's in a pot. That's funny. Alright, so I guess we'll just go up to the mission, then. Up to the nunnery. There we go. Go buy him some broken leg pills. You see the imposing silhouette of an army fort in the horizon. You discovered a new map location, Fort Alldead. Go there now. I'll go there later. Wait a minute. Fort Alldead's after the mission. Let's go talk to the nuns. Hello, Miss Sister. Gosh, a real life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm Billy Earp. What's with the cots? Well, with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you'd like your healing to go. Can I buy some medical supplies? Let me see. Broken leg pills. Buy those. And then I'll see if she needs any help. Sister? Sister? Sister! Sister! No? Okay. So I got my broken leg pills. I'm gonna go give them to my friend there. See if he can... If me giving him these things will do me any good. Check it out. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting in the section... Okay. Yay! Another unrefined meat nugget. Cool. Is it just the same one? Where's my friend? Friend! I will crawl to you. Here you go, friend. Check him out. Yep, here you go. Yay! Woo, thanks. I feel like a new man again, or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips away, happily away. Well, that was nice. Cool. I'm gonna play a nice run through of this game. I'm gonna be nice. Hello, little lady. I'm gonna take out all the bad guys. So I guess we'll go... Let's go up to the... That's where I was going last time. I was trying to go to the railroad camp last time. Then I, like, ran into I ran into cows last time and died. You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and broken pairs of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. Look through the wreckage. Yay! You pour over and manage to find exactly one book that is both undestroyed and remotely interesting to you. Cool. Advanced cow punching. Woo! Look at this. I'll read my book. Learn a new cow punching skill. There's a chapter about situational awareness, and it It's important when trying to survive a world full of demon cows. Is ever vigilant. A demon. Okay. So, complex pronunciation guide written by a linguist who was raised by cows. Gives menacing moo, a skill that reduces the muscle of all your opponents. There's a really interesting article about punching people so hard that they stop moving. Gives Haymaker a combat skill that deals damage and briefly stuns an enemy. Ooh. I guess we'll go with Haymaker. Get on the train? I don't know if I can get on the train. Yep, the gold old heavy elephant. This guy should never put in charge of the switch. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? I bought it from this gal who runs a store down south here named Buttonwillow. Buttonwillow mix something. Where's the store exactly? Cool. New place. Oh, you can't miss it. It's right in between a cactus and a different cactus. Thanks. Don't mention it. Mention it. No, really, thanks a lot. The man furrows his brow. Sure, don't mention it. Don't mention it. She's not getting much directly, but she's an expert whistler. Your approach will... Oh, okay. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say the fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points at the man with a huge pile of rocks. And if you're not... He smiles. Then I'd say the paper-backed idiot over there, the absurd white hat, is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Sir? Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy, huge, magnificent, roaring iron piece. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. Want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Swell. I'm the new foreman. Just like that, I'm the new foreman. I guess I'm the boss now? The man looks you up and down. Well, now, I suppose you can't be any worse than the last clown. He extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing this giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass, so we can't reroute around it even if we had months to take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies, just such as this one. But a pack of goblins stole it. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back for you. Cool. Glad to hear it. The goblins are holed up over in Gustavusson Gulch. It's a really rough place, so you might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way, especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. We don't need any specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on, it'll be fine. So long as there's enough of it. I'll look into it. Can I go steal that dynamite from the one place? Okay. Cavern Canyon, Button Willows. Where's it? It's up here. Potent Kimber. There's a dusty wooden crate lying near the trail. Oh, and it turns out to be half full of old dynamite. That's probably not something that should just be lying to something like that. I'll take it. Carefully pick the freshest looking sticks. Get away from it as quickly as possible. I'm kind of wondering if I can take the... Oh, no. Lady, no. Oh. Not fake horse sales. Yeah, this is a puzzle I'm trying to figure out. Can I just take it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I murder someone? Oh! Oh. Oh. Okay, I get it. Oh, he was a bandit too? Aw, friend. Take him to jail. Woo! Push jail over on him. You haul the sorry so-and-sos back to Dirtwater and lock them up in jail. Say that's the Potenkin gang. How do you get them pushed to jail over on them? What? Never mind. On a day's work. Woo! Stop it! Oh, there's another one. Oh, cool. So I guess it's just gonna be like more and more and more. That's cool. Okay, so still gotta get those guys, but they deal a lot of damage. The Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and selling of counterfeit glue. Less seen headed north toward the old Lenery. Interesting. No good could come of criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Would you like to go investigate? Yes, indeed. Cool. I'm just getting new location after new location. I guess that makes sense, though, because it's basically like, here, you're, like, brand new at the game. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the side in the impact and find a meteor. Pick up the loose pieces. Yay! It's a meteor. It's a meteor. Woman behind the counter stares at you with a huge grin on her face. Gestures at the goods she has for sale. Take a look. Want this thing? What else can I sell? If you're fancier, okay, so I can sell these two. Can of oil, cheap tequila, cheap wine, mind your meat. This book is guiding to make the most of your meat by getting the best possible deal. Okay, so it's a... Oh, I'll buy one of these so that I can go and use it on the one guy. Yeah, okay. I can go use it on the pianist. Ooh. Your keen eyes detected a secluded cave in a near distance. Exploring it would definitely be a good use of your time. Okay, Shaggy Dog Cave. Go there now. Whoop! I'm going in a straight line down. It's like, nah. God, he is a loud horse. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave. Is recorded by. Okay, cool. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Having acquired it through various and sundry means, a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time. A map reporting to lead a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cows came home. I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. This plugged to the wall. Our equipment and the provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large Shaggy Dog, and a butt for. What's a butt for? It's for sitting. After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon, and each ordered a beer except Sai, who is satisfied with water. I'm riding my lantern. flagpole through the wall. The barman provided our drinks as requested and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking if we'd care to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Oh. Read it. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered that to our dismay, that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt in the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Sai after drawing of lots to share. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butt for, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. However, I will relate to you three odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of dirt water when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in our wagon with our other tools. This is the thing I'm gonna get. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave. Though we did not disclose the reason for our journey, the goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed and continued on our way. The dog left them to find Shaggy Dog Cave. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar given that there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. They all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our but-for, and we continued on our way, excited to be finally nearing our goal. I don't know if I'm gonna run into these guys or if they're just gonna be dead. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave, carefully keeping our excitement in check, lest we become incautious. We unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he saved from our basket that had been stolen in dirt water. Once we were rested, we decided that time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we were neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered that antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and then lit the wick. We were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. So I wonder if, am I gonna find this lamp or something? As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discover the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the excavation. I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy shovel stuck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with a great excitement. There was no jewels. It was collectible. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and then, in the flickering light of the antique oil lamp, shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by these legends of black coal. Drew near joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Flackray. Jim Flackray. Great flax. The hole, a completely empty one. Jump down it. Oh, it's okay. That's where they found it. So is this just like a waste of my time? Wait, I'm running. I'm looking through. Go. Nope, walk away. I've already read them all. I could not imagine playing this game without stupid walking. So that was just a waste of time. Where was I going? Button on the store. Was I going back to Dirtwater? I think I was going back to Dirtwater. You encounter a family of scared settlers trying to pack their wagon to head back east. They're having a hard time getting everything situated. Help them out. Using your advanced spatial skills, you nestle everything into the wagon with space to spare. Now they won't have to leave their children behind. This game is so funny. I'd build anything. I already had something interesting back there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe my info is too old. I found a note from some travelers that passed through here about 8 years ago. Oh yeah, there's a previous bartender. He had a little trick he used to offer to show people. It's what got him fired eventually. That senator's wife wasn't amused. He rummages around under the bar for a minute, and then blows the dust off a tiny piano about 9 inches tall. Here, you can keep the piano as long as you don't ask me about the trick. Thanks. Cool. So we can fix the piano man. You pick the lock, you open the hatch, and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong, given all the clinking and springing and clicking noises coming out of the gears and stuff. It looks pretty complicated. See what's wrong. You calibrate some springs and rearrange some gears, and the machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. Nothing to it. Pulled Ellsbury. Oh, the people just randomly pointing guns at each other. Howdy, Bill. Fix the piano player for you. I thought so. He sounds much better. Thanks a heap, Billy. I'd offer you a free room in exchange, but you've already got one. No worries, Lloyd. You need help with anything? Oh, cool. So it did say it was hungry, so I wonder. Stomach. Stomach capacity determines how many food items you can eat before you need a nap. Also, you can't take naps. You can only go to sleep for an entire night. Oh, and I can I up things? I think I can up things. Cool. Yeah, look at that. I can up things. Miscellaneous skills, tough customer, intimidate, and gumption, grit, moxie. Sure, why not? Kitchen. Hello. Hey there, what do you... Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I was just, you know, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm all out of silk here. I need someone to go pick me up some more. Isn't it used for making gunpowder and other things? Look, who's the chef here? Me or you? Okay, okay, where can I find it? Okay, so I'm going to find... Wait, no, Fort Cowardice is different than the other one. You best bet a military camp, because it's made to use gunpowder. Shut up. Here's one's Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, cool. Go make him one. Or go get him some. I feel like he's gonna use it to blow up something, but you know. Oh, so I kind of wonder if I'm ever gonna be able to, like, if I'm ever gonna be able to like, talk to the old guy. I don't know. When life gives you cannons make cannonade. I'll get cactus beer. Boop, boop. Let's go inside. Administration mess hall. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside the tent. Well, leave them alone. Ain't doing nothing right now. Get down the ladder. See what's down here. So, I'm confused. Sometimes it seems that goblins are good. Sometimes it seems that goblins are bad. Let's take a cannonball, I guess. A demi-culver and cannonball. The cannonball is to fit a demi-culver in a cannon with a bore diameter of 10 centimeters. No demi less, no demi more. What's that? There's a sign. Your sign has some crazy goblin writing on it. But I'm confused because sometimes goblins seem to be fine. Sometimes they seem bad. I don't know. Based on the paper's anatomical diagram scattered across the surface, you're guessing this does belong to Fort Cowardice's nurse. Papers are mostly just born medical records. Dental lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? Okay, let's look at the diagrams. Okay. Cool. Not gonna run into goblins. This stove is beyond cleaning. Do it. Oh, there we go. Cool. No. Cool. Show me the things. Oh, okay, it's a... Oh, there's another door back here. Oh, can't go back, okay. Can I set up that chair? Oh, okay. Guess let's fight the goblins. Oh. Oh, no. Let's attack one of the gun guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Dead. I knew it. Okay, buddy. That's your turn. Okay, so I gotta get more action points. Oh, yeah. Most of this episode was me, like, reading things. Cool. I guess let's go back to one place. Let's go back to give the... I still have the strong feeling that he's gonna blow something up. As you're riding along, you see some braided fuses sticking out of a nearby rock. Investigating it more closely, you see that somebody drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite. Apparently lost interest and wandered away without setting off. Or maybe they were just out of matches. So I can use dynamite in combat, but at the same time I want to save it up because now apparently I'm in charge of that. Here you go, buddy. Yep. Cool. Mop helper. Ugh. Oh, no. Sorry, Bill. I'm so sorry. I want to make you upset. I love how this water is for horses only. But I want to drink it. It knows my history with spittoons. Well, I'm all out of time for this one. We'll try and... I said that the things that I was going to do in this episode, or try and do in this episode, and I ended up not being able to do them. I did other things, though. Which is nice. But, I'm all out of time for this episode. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.